Yeah.
The scriptures tell you what you need. You know, the first of all, the Elder Sakaran earlier made a good point. You know, which it was done in haste. You know, it was something that was done in haste. The scriptures speak about the lamb. And
how the hell you gonna cook fried chicken in haste? How you gonna cook? You know how long it takes to make macaroni and cheese? Huh? You know how long it take to make arroz con gandules, rice and beans, man? Are you out of your mind? You know when you're getting into cooking, and the woman she got her hand on the hip, and she looking at that fried chicken fry. You know, you gotta wait, and you gotta turn it over. You know, and you gotta put the heat. Get the fuck out of here, man. Got fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, grits, green beans.
Well, they look,
and then they're wearing bow ties and neckties and shit, man. And then they have bands playing happy songs.
Yeah, they look at the Passover as a buffet, which the Passover was anything but, man.
That's right.
The Passover is a serious, solemn assembly.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's that very night the Most High killed the firstborn in Egypt. And we had to flee on foot. You know, and you had the Egyptian armies following us.
There's a reason why we ate, and you if you want to bring it out, you can bring it out. There's a reason why we ate unleavened bread and bread without leaven in it. There was a reason behind that, man.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. This is Exodus chapter 12. 11 is the point. It says, "And thus shall you eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and you shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord." You know, so you don't have time to be sitting down, and I mean we sit down now, you know, because we're not in that time that we were back then, you know. But you know, it speaks about eating it in haste, and when we keep it with the bitter herbs, you know, with the lamb, you know, and with the wine, you know. Those are the three, you know, those are the three things that Yahweh Shai at the Passover when he was with the disciples pretty much brought out. You know, he brought out the wine, he brought out the unleavened bread for them to eat. You know, because when you cook with leaven, you have to let the bread sit, you know, so they can rise, and then you have to take it and do what you have to do to it, stick it in the oven, let it bake. But with unleavened bread, you just take it, throw it on the hearth, you flipped it, and it cooks quick in seconds. That's right.
Yeah, man. An example of Yahweh Shai's Passover, which I'm reading it here. It says Matthew 26 and 21. It says, "And as they did eat," this is Yahweh Shai's Passover, right? He said, "Verily I say unto you that one of you shall betray me." And they were exceeding sorrowful. So this is at the Passover. Right? They weren't getting up and rapping. And, you know, the latest bands wasn't back then playing. The atmosphere at that time.
He didn't jump up on the table and show his new dance steps.
Yeah, his new dance step. Yeah.
These people are out of touch with reality, man.
Yeah, I'm reading it and I'm looking. It says, "And they were exceeding sorrowful." So you have to play that movie in your mind of the atmosphere back then with Yahweh Shai when he made that statement. They're all looking at each other.
And that's a fashion. The women that come to Passover, for the most part, that's a fashion show, man.
It's a fashion show.
That's a fashion show.
Karate show, fashion show, disco.
Anyway, we're going to change gears. We're going to deal with this situation of 2015. And in a couple of days, we're going to have our end of the year show. What do we call that show, brother? New Year's Eve of Destruction, 2015, baby. And we may just have it on a live feed. I'll see what happens. We may have it on a live feed but we'll email you. It's not for everybody, so don't look for it, all right? And we'll email the different leaders in the different GMS camps so if they want to, watch the live feed and they can comment and stuff. Hell, we might we ain't going to do that. So we might let people call. There's going to be a big mess. Let them comment. But anyway, look out for it, and we'll email you either on that night or a few days before. But anyway, here's an article, right, dealing with the Ferguson fallout. Ferguson fallout. Do the police really need 12,000? I said 12,000, 2, followed by 3 zeros, bayonets. Apostle Gabar, could you please look up the word bayonet, Bayonet, or ETS?
Yeah, the word bayonet, it says from French, bayonet, is a knife, sword, or spike-shaped weapon designed to fit in, on, over, or underneath the muzzle of a rifle, musket, or a similar weapon, turning the gun into a spear. In this regard, it is an auxiliary, close-quarter combat, or last resort weapon.
And you know that's Cain's actual name? That's what the word Cain means?
Con.
The word Cain, Kwayan, loosely translated means bayonet.
Yeah.
It means stabbing instrument, and that's what that is, a bayonet. So they're coming in the spirit of Cain.
Yeah.
All right? I'm going to look that word up. It says here, matter of fact, you can read it because I'm going to look that word up. Because you had that article up, Ferguson Fallout. Yeah,
yep.
there it is right there.
Yep.
I'm going to look up the word Cain.
Yeah, like it says, Ferguson Fallout, do the police really need 12,000 bayonets? On Tuesday, the Senate weighed police use of a military hardware provided for free by the Pentagon. The program known as 1033 came to national attention in the wake of the Ferguson protests. Now, again, this is dated September 9th, 2014. It says, Texas, Washington. Texas police departments own 73 mine-resistant ambush protected vehicles. The state's National Guard has 6. That startling fact was one of many to emerge Tuesday from a congressional hearing into the armed police response to demonstrators in Ferguson, Missouri, protesting the August 9th shooting of an unarmed black teenager by a police officer. At issue was whether local police departments need the sort of heavy-duty equipment provided to them for free by the Pentagon. Senators also questioned whether it might be a good idea to also provide training along with the military-grade hardware. The Pentagon program known as 1033 came to national attention in the wake of the Ferguson protests, when camouflage-clad police turned up in heavy armored vehicles aiming high-powered assault rifles at unarmed citizens. The people who took to the streets to mourn and question the death of 18-year-old Michael Brown did not deserve to be treated like enemy combatants. There's even a